that you wake up on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning or a Monday morning, you decide that you want to go to church for a prayer meeting, and you want to get there and just support the cause. You want to be a part of what is going on because that is your favorite church or your 501c3 organization or your nonprofit organization. It don't have to be a church. It can be whatever it may be that you want to support community or whatever they are doing to raise some sort of awareness. And when you get there, the leader of that organization gets up and start talking about political issues and start talking about who to endorse, who not to endorse, who not to speak to when it comes to candidates, presidential elections, and so on, and even state government or organizations. That's what's been going on lately. That a lot of nonprofit organizations such as churches and other organizations are getting more involved in nonprofit talk. They start to talk about the president candidate, who not to vote for, who shouldn't be elected, and things like that. You should not know that that is a crime. That is not right. And what will happen is they will lose their status. I'm going to also quote the IRS law 501c because I know it's somebody going to say, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, we're going to quote the law for you. I was amazed how President Donald Trump also went through a situation like that just today, this morning, how he went to the breakfast prayer meeting, and the woman that was a bishop, she got up and she began to scold him about equal rights, for the LBGTQOPMORI community and all other communities, and also want to talk to him and plead and ask for grace when it comes to certain things, which she have no business even talking about anything like that, because she is a priest or a pastor or a bishop. She cannot discuss any of that over the pulpit. She cannot say anything that comes to political standards, especially when you get there and then you hear about them talking about, transgender for kids. I mean, that is so out of line and out of order. But right here, let's go ahead and check out the law. Organizations recognized as tax exempt under Section 501c3 are prohibited from participating in or intervening in any political campaign on the behalf of or in opposition to any candidate to public office. This includes making endorsements, donations to campaign funds, issuing public statements. I'm going to say it again, public statements for or against a candidate, or any activity that could be construed as favoring or opposing a candidate. They also have lobbying restrictions. For consequences for violating this act will be if a 501c3 organization violates these rules, it could face loss of tax exempt status, imposition of excise taxes on the organization and its managers. The IRS provides specific guidelines in Revenue Ruling 2007-41, which outlines examples of activities that could violate the restrictions. Educational activities, voter education guides, and neutral public forums are typically permissible as long as they do not favor or oppose candidates.
I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara,